they're at.
Hey, this is better for us. We just got to keep the game in this quarter section of the field, and we won't miss a beat.
Yes, and that's exactly what's happening. Kind of a penalty-free game so far, Jason.
Yeah, both players, both teams, that is, playing clean. Good hits. Good to see. Lots of running.
Yeah, and one thing that I thought might play into it, you know, we're sitting up here. I've got to have my hands free to jot down some notes and whatnot. With one hand, we're holding on to big... I have to have enlarged writing at my age right now. I have to be able to read these names. And, you know, my hands are a little cool, and I know that that ball is cold also. The field itself looks in great shape. People Rocky Mountain House.
And the frozen ball is a slippery ball.
Will Sinclair High School should be complimented for the condition. You know, I'm sure they've done a bit of preparation work here too. Quarterback keeper going around the side. Looks like he's going to throw it for the first time. Puts it up for Wamenga, and it is incomplete, but Simcoe shows throw for the first time in the first half here, and misses his man by a bit. But you know, even if you miss your receiver in that case, what it does is widens that whole defense out.
It shows him something else. Exactly.
That's right.
They're thinking run, 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 and then he drops back to toss. And,
well, yeah, and the other thing is he's actually throwing into the wind slightly. I mean, the wind is kind of a crosswind, but if it favors anybody right now, it favors McCoy. But he threw it to an area that was safe for him. If he misses it, it goes out of bounds. Good heads-up play by
shake up the defense
quarterback Simcoe. Here comes Vanderlinden, number 72, gets away. A good one. It goes over Wickenheiser's head, bounces again. It's free ball, but he picks it up and is finally caught by the first two tacklers down there.
Joel Bodegel and Kevin McRae in on the tackle.
Great tackles down there, great tackles. Wickenheiser looking a little shaky. Taking that one, trying to maybe look fancy, taking it over his shoulder, and instead it bounces off his fingertips.
No return.
Yeah, actually lost a bit on that. So here go McCoy. They would love to come down and poke another one in and put a stamp on what they did on the last set of series they had. 4 first downs in a row, marched the ball from their own 35-yard lines before number 32. Dylan Armstrong ran in from 12 yards out on a end sweep around the right side. John Judge looks over the defense. Smart quarterback, actually calls audibles right on the line. It's a handoff right up the middle, Dylan Armstrong. Again, nothing fancy, but you can expect to see lots of this. Second down, he did not get the first down. He picks up about half of it. The second down and 5 from somewhere down in that far end. We know it's around the 30-yard line area, probably about 32. So second down, 5.5 for the McCoy Colts as they try to march that ball again. Now, they haven't had to kick yet, but they've turned it over already.
With the fumble, right?
With that one fumble.
Earlier in the first quarter.
Yeah. John Judge, hands to Wickenheiser going around the left side. Does he have room? Will he get a block? The answer is no, but does he have enough for a first down? He only needed 5. They're moving. I have to really watch yardsticks more than anybody. He signals first down, and yes, here come the Colts. We're early in the second quarter. In fact, we're looking at 9 minutes left, just under 10 minutes left in the opening half. First down in the second quarter goes to the Colts. Judge moves up. He's got Garrett Pilgrim on this side. This guy can catch. Look out if he decides to start throwing. Statham right up the middle. He's the big fullback with those big legs. And he churns and gets, it looks like, he's usually guaranteed about 5 to 6 yards on a pop there. And this time it looks like he picked up 7, 6.5 or so.
It was Oliver Thomas, number 67, in on the tackle for the Rebels.
Yeah, both defenses hanging in there, doing a good job. Nothing cheap.
Well, if anything, the amount of running keeps them warm.
That's right.
You know, no time to get cold, so
that's right.
Everybody's moving.
Okay, this time you got quite a tight formation. Pilgrim goes in motion to the far side of the field. John Judge hands off to Dylan Armstrong. Armstrong turns his legs. Looks as though he's across the midfield strike, and I don't know. I think he's got another first down here. Again, we're sitting way downfield, and we have to kind of look where the referees are standing and what's happening with the yardsticks. Another first down, so 2 consecutive first downs for the Colts. But again, hats off to the Rebels, who are giving up nothing big.
Making them work for their yardage.
That's right. Boy, we've got a lovely looking guy walking by down below us here right now.
Mr. Viking.
I think so.
I bet you he's warm, though, underneath that
yeah,
helmet.
Quite a
mask.
A mask, okay. That ball goes to, I think, Statham.
32?
No, it is Armstrong
Dylan
again.
Armstrong, yeah.
Armstrong gets a good amount of yards on that one. Straight up the middle, nothing fancy. Traditionally, from game to game, what's happened all year with the Colts is halftime they lead by a little bit, and it starts to widen because of that big line. Look out there.
They wear him down.
50.
Number 50, that guy is a monster.
Guy, yeah.
Curtis Petrick?
Yes, and big boy. There's two on either side. Actually, around Medicine Hat, they've got quite a reputation for being a very efficient offensive line. Pass for the first time goes out to Nick Gauthier on a swing pass, or screen pass off the swing, I guess. And it looks like he picks up first down.
Willie Berger on the tackle for the Rebels. Yeah, there's McCoy showing their first throw of the ball game. Once again towards the sidelines, low risk play.
Yeah, low risk and nothing flashy in terms of no big gains. And again, using the wind behind you for accuracy, that helps a lot. So another first down, that puts 3 in a row. And again, they started marching at about their own 30, and they're down here. They're down in Rebel country. Ball goes up the middle to Statham. Those legs again churning.
Big hole.
Again, we look at about, well, I would estimate half the way, a little bit more. 5.5 yards. It'd be second down. And about 5. Well, let's make it 5 and 5. Okay, you got 5, needs 5. 10, 20, 30. About the 37-yard, 38-yard line. Okay. Looks like timeout being called by the Rebels. Is number 60. Must be one of the captains. Dennis Ladd goes over, talks to head coach Vance Curtis. Appears that they want to make some defensive changes there. All right. Looked like, I'm not positive there, but it looked like Ladd went off and maybe Hines came in, playing a defensive end position now.
They have to find a way to stop the run up the middle.
Yeah, and it's not easy because, as I said, that's a big line that you're looking at there.
Yeah, they're just marching it right through the middle every time they get the ball. The Rebels going to have to make some defenses.
John Judge, quarterback option, flips it out to Dylan Armstrong. First down and more. He turns the corner. He's caught it, fumbles, and it is Rebels ball. Rebels have it on their own 10-yard line.
Willie Berger picks up the ball for the Rebels on the Rebels, what is it, the 10-yard line.
Second turnover.
Another costly mistake by the McCoy Colts.
So McCoy marching would have had another first down. Hold it, folks. There's a penalty flag down in the backfield, and we'll see what this one is. We'll tell who they talk to. Coming down, it's a hold against the offensive line of McCoy, and that means it is Rebels ball on their own 10-yard line. And definitely one good thing, we can see what yard line it's on. Jason, this is tough. This is tough to call this game. I hope our viewers don't get mad and send us hate mail.
No kidding. I'm not going to give my full name. I don't know Wayne, never met him before. I was just
I don't know
walking
who you
by.
are either, Jason. It's the first time is today here. So.
Is that Wayne Alexander? Is that how you say it? Of Medicine Hat?
LaCroix. Okay, here come the Rebels, trying to go out straight up the middle. Nothing there. Dylan Armstrong holds on, and a number, looks like number 58, Nick Gale in there.
In on the run for the Rebels.
Okay, a gain of 2, nothing fancy, but what do you do on your 10-yard line?
No, yeah.
You don't want to give that ball back up. You know, that's about where McCoy would be first and 10.
If you want to look at a positive for McCoy, if they can stop him 2 and out here, Rebels kick, and McCoy starts off the drive with great field position. So.
Very true, and we're looking at a close score here, 7-3 in the first half, and there's a little bit of time left. Looks like about 6 minutes left. So lots of time for the Rebels to get back in this one, down 4 points, 6 minutes, 15 seconds left. Second down, 8 yards, 7.5 at their own 13, 12-yard line, 12 we'll say.
I'd agree with that assessment.
Okay. Looks like we've got 3 huddles going on here. You've got your red huddle, you've got your white huddle, and then you got your black and white huddle.
Yeah. What are the stripes up to?
I don't know. It looks like now most of these referees come from outside too for provincial games. They could have probably came from Calgary or Red Deer.
Red Deer, yeah.
Yeah, and that's good. So there's no chance of a home field advantage for anybody.
No.
And that's good, you know. Well, we're seeing what we kind of expected. Tough running game, and look at the crowd just, as I turn around,
it gets bigger and bigger every time we have a look at the crowd.
That's right, good crowd.
Loud.
Yeah, Simcoe calls the signals, pitches it out to number 72. He tries to turn the corner. He does turn the corner, and he gets close to a first down. Good hit down there. Looks like a McCoy Colt maybe shaking up. No, he's back up and bouncing around, so he's okay. Looked like maybe Dylan Armstrong, who is the running back on the offense for McCoy.
Yeah, a lot of these players wear different hats.
Yeah, they have to go both
and run
ways.
back and tail back.
Yeah, you know, and for a lot of these guys, grade 12 year, this is their last game as a high school player, you know, and they're going to go on and do bigger and better things, perhaps. So third down is short by 3, and I don't think we'll see a fake this time. The ball has bounced off that field again, though. Van der Linden kicks it up. This time it is caught high by Garrett Pilgrim. Pilgrim turns. This guy has wheels if he can get some room. Caught in there. Nice tackle by number 71. Nice tackle. It's turned inside by the rest of that white crew.
On the tackle.
Yeah,
for the Rebels.
Very nice low tackle. Pilgrim has probably some of the best hands I've seen. I've been around football for a few years now. I actually go back into my playing days, 1968.
Yeah. 48? 48, Wayne?
No, you misheard that. I'm
you
sorry.
don't look a day over 40, I'm going to say. Only because you could throw me off of this booth.
Yeah, we're up on scaffolding here. You better watch yourself, young fella. Okay, we've got Pilgrim off to the wide side. Ball goes right up the middle.
Oh, no.
Dylan Armstrong goes through. Caught from behind by number 71.
That's Joel Bodigal.
And number 79.
And Dricky Wolmeren's in on the tackle. If they didn't make that tackle, he was scoring.
Now
it all comes back from that fumble, and then they punted it. And McCoy starts off with good field position and break open with a huge run.
Well, you know, and Dylan Armstrong running extremely well, but getting the initial block at the line of scrimmage. And the thing with him, if you counted the 2 that he fumbled, that were also first downs, he's got almost all these first downs here. So.
Right, a little workhorse.
Yes, he certainly is. Rebels held to no first downs in this quarter. At this point, we're looking at 8 first downs for McCoy against 3 for the Rebels. McCoy starts 1st and 10 inside on the 19-yard line.
This game wouldn't be 7-3. McCoy's kind of shooting themselves in the foot. This game should be about 21-3.
Well, yeah, but you know, sometimes it takes teams a little bit of time to get going, and it looks like this time it's Statham right up the middle. So number 33, Statham the carrier, and he picks up those almost guaranteed 5 to 6 yards a pop. Let's see what he got this time. About 6 yards, 5.5 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 4.5, and McCoy is now sitting at the 13-yard line of the Rebels. Rebels are thinking, what do we got to do to stop this 33 when he takes that ball?
Having a tough time. They're just marching every time they get the ball. They're running right through the middle.
I wouldn't doubt we see something with Pilgrim out here on this side pretty soon, number 88. Okay, Johnny Judge calls it. Looks like he was going to do something there, but no.
Taking it
Judge,
himself.
I don't know, Judge. Big tackle. No, maybe half a yard.
Van der Linden.
Yeah, excellent tackle. And Johnny Judge, who...
He's trying to get outside.
Yeah, and, you know, once again, the Colts looking to send in a field goal kicker, and that's what we see. This guy is pretty accurate from even 40, 45 yards out. Stephen Dirk comes in. This guy is a soccer player in the off-season. Referees soccer, breathes soccer. And I remember my daughter plays rep soccer in Medicine Hat, and I remember talking to him and saying, are you playing football or what? And he said, well, you know, I don't know. And I said, you gotta play some football. And here he is, field goal kicking. Great leg. Ball's down. Judge holds it. It's up. It's good.
Straight down the middle.
So that makes the score 10 for the Colts from McCoy High School in Medicine Hat. 3 for the Rebels here in Rocky Mountain House.
Just about 3.5 minutes to go in the first half.
I'll tell you, a 10-3 score is a close game. It's everything we expected. 10-3, McCoy. Now, what we can expect to see here, it's Rocky Mountain House's choice to either take the ball on their 35 or to have McCoy kick off to them, and they're choosing to play the ball with 3 minutes, 43 seconds left in this first half. Remember, once we get inside the 3-minute warning that'll be coming soon, from that point on, we'll be looking at stop time. So lots of time for the Rebels to get back in the game. I formation. This time we're looking at wide receivers both sides of the field, and it goes to the fullback straight up the middle, number 37.
Wow, just ran into a sea of red once again.
Well, the head coach thinking we'll send wide receivers. We'll go to a different formation. I know Coach McCauley from McCoy has looked at game films of the Rebels, knows that they have 3 basic offensive sets that they go into. They've just seen the second one. The first one is 3 running backs in a line, and what we call a power I,
right,
in behind the quarterback. This one is an I, that's 2 backs in behind. What they do is they put more receivers out. So what they're showing is pass, but they run the ball, and they're trying to.
Well, they've only actually showed pass. Well, they show pass a couple of times, but they actually only went to the air once, I believe, in this game.
And that was to Amenga out of the backfield, and that was incomplete. So here we go. This time it's trips. This is third formation they use. It's receivers all to the wide side. It's a fumbled ball, and it's McCoy Colts this time. Finally get a first break of the game. And it's one of the defensive linemen.
Noble.
Yes, Curtis Noble, number 54, jumps on the ball. And it is the first really turnover that McCoy has had. The other 2 have gone the other way. So, you know, we're sitting up here. We're sitting in the sunlight on a beautiful day. This is November 21st.
It is not.
It is.
It can't be.
It is.
I'm in Canada.
We're 1 month away from the first day of winter. And we're sitting as 10 degrees above. Actually, maybe it's gone up since we've been here. I think so. It's now 12 degrees out here in Rocky Mountain House. Score is 10-3. And McCoy,
less than 3 minutes to go in the half,
is starting here. 1st and 10. It goes to the second back through. This time it is J.R. Evans who has not run at fullback. They're giving a break to Dylan Armstrong, who's been going. Well, Dylan seems to be just a tad limping. I don't know if he's what's up, but anyway, usually we see J.R. Evans running at slot back. It is a first down, just motioned now. So J.R. Evans gets his first run, and it's a 10-yard gain.
The 22-yard line of the Rebels.
You're right, 22. Yeah, 22.5-yard line. McCoy, first down. John Judge, we're looking at a wishbone type formation. Goes straight up the middle to Statham, number 33, tackled by number 27.
Willie Berger, number 27, yeah. He's been in on a lot of tackles this afternoon thus far.
He has had a really good game. Also in on the tackle was number 68, just climbing up off the ground there.
Chevy Monroe.
Yeah. Wonder if he drives a Ford. Okay. The gain was 6 yards, not 6 years. It's 2nd and 4 for the McCoy Colts. They're at the 17-yard line of the Rebels. John Judge hands off this time straight up the middle. It's the workhorse, Dylan Armstrong. He's dropped a couple, but he hangs on to this one, leans forward, and it looks like he has. Well, I say he has. I think he has the first down. What do you think, Jason?
I think he's got the first down once again. Straight up the middle.
That's right. It's just, what they try to do, they just wear that defensive line out. They just keep hammering and hammering and hammering. So very often the first quarter is close. It's still close at halftime. If they keep this up, obviously I think the Rebels have to do something different in there.
They'll have to make some adjustments.
Here goes J.R. Evans. He's got fresh legs and he's running hard.
Rebels come up the ball. That's number 79, Ricky Wolmerins.
I think that they said that it was whistled down, his knee touched, and the ball was then ripped out of his hands. J.R. Evans laying on the ground.
He's not moving much either.
No. Out come McCoy coaches to check this out. And J.R. has not really been in that halfback position all that much. Running the ball. Normally they go to Dylan Armstrong, but boy, I'm surprised they've gone to him twice here, and both have been quite explosive runs.
Yeah, he almost broke that one for a TD, but
it appears that he got about 7 yards, 7.5 yards to be second down, and 3.5, and the ball is spotted at the 5-yard line. So there is an opportunity for them to get a first down before getting a touchdown here, but it looks like they'd have to get to the 1-yard line to get that. So what do you say, Jason? Tell me about these fans here in Rocky Mountain House. What kind of people live here in Rocky Mountain House?
What kind of people live out here in Rocky Mountain House? Well, anytime you have a community event, be it football or a lumberjack competition or a rodeo, they come out in droves. Just absolutely great fan support for any event that we put on.
That's great.
In the community.
Now, you've been here for how long?
I'm working on a year here. I was up in Drayton Valley, which is about an hour north, or no, south, pardon me, about an hour south. And then I moved up to Rocky, so I'm just getting into it myself.
Okay. Okay, here we go. John Judge up the middle to Dylan Armstrong. He's in.
Marched
Touchdown.
his way right through there.
Touchdown, Colts. And it's a 5-yard up the middle power run. Just a straight lead behind Statham. Dylan Armstrong gets another one, his second of the day. So 32, Dylan Armstrong goes in from 5 yards out this time. That makes it 16. Stephen Dirk ready to put the point after. Well, the Rebels have time here to regroup. They're probably looking forward to that halftime break to get their
they're going to have to make
together.
some adjustments.
And the point is good by Stephen Dirk.
They want to stop the McCoy march, if you will say. They just keep marching the ball right through the middle.
Well, anytime a team puts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 first downs together in a quarter and had 2 that were first downs that were fumbled, it's 13 first downs. You kind of expect them to control the game, you know, and they did. I would say McCoy's controlling the first half since the opening possession, well, second possession of the Rebels, where they looked like they had control.
Well, the Rebels are very capable of doing exactly what McCoy is doing.
That's right.
It's just a matter of maybe getting to a bit of a groove and...
young boys, you know, they were talking men here. Sometimes
fighting the confidence,
so
the psyche for sure.
Need a little time. Sometimes it depends on the coach, whether it's a kick in the boot or whether it's or kick in the pants, not boot. A boot wouldn't hurt much, I don't think.
No, kicking your boot, kicking the sneaker.
That would hurt.
They could step on their toes.
Yeah, kicking the head might work too.
With the helmet on, I don't know.
Just in between the face mask.
Right.
Okay, Stephen Dirk ready to kick off from his own 45-yard line.
What a minute and a half.
Here, we've got A.J. Vanderlinden back. We've got David Waminga back. Stephen Dirk comes forward, kicks it. It's a good one coming down to the middleman here, number 30, I believe.
37.
37, the fullback, Doran. He gets up a good run back up to about the 35-yard line, where they will scrimmage 1st and 10.
Minute and a half to go. I think the Rebels have a time to put a march together.
They do. You can get down there.
Big drive.
Now, the thing is, we'll see whether head coach Vance Curtis decides whether he's going to air it up, whether he, with a minute and 30.
I think you almost have to start showing a little something different.
Pretty soon. But
if the run isn't working for you, maybe toss it once and then go back to the run. Or
one thing they really have to watch, I see they've got trips, which means they have triple receivers to the far side of the field. Here they go. And that's exactly where that pass pattern is going. Puts the ball up. It's to number 70. He's open. He's got it. He beats Mickenheiser down there. Yes. A good reception and about a 25-yard gain.
Kendall McLeod with the catch.
So number 70. Nice catch.
Big play for the Rebels. Maybe a bit of a confidence booster as they've been scored on 2 consecutive drives here in a row by McCoy.
That's right. So
they need to get back into it.
Quarterback Simcoe 1 for 2 on the day. And a 25-yard gain, first down, and there's plenty of time, folks. So here come the Rebels.
And 15 to go.
Big play, a big play at a big time. Okay, we've got I formation. This time it's a handoff straight up the middle, and you see what happens in a case of going back to a run after a pass like that. All of a sudden, you've got...
The defense isn't sure.
And there's a fumble, and McCoy Colts are jumping up and down. Looks like Stephen Dirk jumping. And we'll see if there's an official signal from the referees, and the fact that the Rebels are walking with their heads down and helmets off is
McCoy ball.
What a horrible thing to have happen to the Rebels, who are trying to get back in this game and came up with the big play they needed. So it's even on first downs, or I'm sorry, on turnovers. 2 fumbles both ways.
Both costly, and Rebels just trying to get the wind back in their sails. They get some momentum and then hand it right back to McCoy.
Exactly. So how big is that? And that was the only first down that the Rebels had this half, was that big pass completion. Okay, Judge just up the middle. Again, nothing fancy. I think what he's thinking.
Well, look, we have a little bit of a scuffle there, 88, and for the McCoy.
Okay, that's Pilgrim.
Temper's starting to run a bit. That was 77 for the Rebels, which is James Stewart.
They have some interesting names on this Rebels team.
Interesting?
Jimmy Stewart, right, was an actor. They had Chevy. We got a Chevy.
Oh, yeah, we got a Chevy
so
Monroe, yeah.
Some interesting people. So, okay, here come the Colts. Be second down. They only got about 3 yards on that one. They're about on their own, I don't know, 37 or something. It looks like he's going to go deep to Pilgrim. I said earlier, he's the go-to man. Good defensive
almost
coverage.
picked off by A.J. Vanderlind, and he had a line on it, just got his hand in there to bump it away from the McCoy receiver.
That's right, and now for the first time in the game, we'll see the punting unit for the McCoy Colts, and it comes with...
For the first time with, 30 seconds to go in the half?
38 seconds.
38 seconds to go in the half.
38 seconds left, and it'll be Jordan Schutzley coming in, number 14, to do the punting duties for McCoy.
We got the halftime entertainment here.
So
A.J. Vanderlind in and David Wyminga back to receive this punt.
Both of these guys are capable of breaking the big one.
Exactly, yeah.
Wouldn't they like to do that right now? You know, this is the time of the game when those big plays mean a lot to that end result. So Schutzley looks like he's kicking from about his own 40-yard line, comes forward, puts it up, just gets it over top of an outstretched hand, bounces to Wyminga. Wyminga goes wide. If it bounces, he touched his knee. And that means it's a dead ball as soon as he put down his knee. And
wondering why they didn't try to catch that ball in the air.
Well, that's what you're trying to do, you know. And the thing is, a ball at this time of the year, as beautiful a day as it is,
it's cold.
It's dead. The weight in it. Whoops, folks, there's a penalty down. And it's coming back, and it appears they're talking to the McCoy captain and the Brett Millions, and he's saying, yeah, take it against them. We'll take the first down is what's going to happen. So it's a roughing the kicker being signaled by the head referee.
Oh, yeah.
It's against the Rebels. The ball is marched down. It's a big march. And so instead of it being Rebels down at their own 22-yard line, it's McCoy inside the Rebel end, if you like. They're at the Rebel 52-yard line. And all of a sudden, it's 27 seconds left in the first half. And I think you can expect to see the John Judge trying to get that ball to this number 8 over here, Garrett Pilgrim. But no, straight up the middle. He says, we fumbled it already. Let's hang on to it. Get this half over.
Rebels have to somehow keep their composure here. You don't want to start taking penalties. And
that's right.
At this point in